Good afternoon, everyone. We're going to go ahead and begin our workshop. It is 5:30. Before I begin with the items, I would like to thank Mr. Peña, Ms. Garcia, and Mr. Solis for being here today. Do we have, Ms. Gonzalez, any public comments on agenda items? Thank you, ma'am. We move on to item 4A, Finance Reports. A1, Report on Tax Collections for the month of October 2025. You do have those in front of you, board members, for your review. Please let us know if you have any questions. Do we have any questions on that item? Okay. We'll go ahead and move to item 4A2, I'm sorry, report on budget balances for the month of October 2025. They're there for your review.
Shortfall is at 9 million now?
Yes, right now, yes.
What was what was the question again? The shortfall, is that what you were asking, Mr. Solis? Okay.
Yes, the deficit.
Okay. If there are no questions, we'll move on to item 4A3, report on monthly check register for the month of October 2025. Do y'all have any questions on those items? Okay. We'll move on to item 4A4, report on district staff, I'm sorry, no, it is that one, 4A4, report on district staff data for the month of October 2025. Would you like Mr. Robles to go into detail? You're good? Okay. Yes, ma'am. There is a rotation that they do have at the transportation, and you're talking about the transportation, correct? Oh, yes, ma'am. They are rotating those outside trips and local trips as well.
And what about the athletic department?
About the overtime on the athletic department? We really don't have rotations there, but as you can see in your reports, you do see the significant amount, or I'm sorry, the individual amount per person that does have that overtime for the month of September that was paid in October. We are closely monitoring the overtime amounts that do come in, and we, I do talk to the cabinet about that, and they do talk to the specific directors that you do see in that report. What's the question? Yes, sir. So you should see that number drop significantly. Yes, Mr. Peña. I mean, we do have other sports that are coming up, but usually it is football season. Go ahead.
As far as the athletic department, I do have a breakdown that I received for that, even breaks it even further, so I'll be happy to share with that. So
Okay.
provide that information to you.
Thank you.
Yeah, now what's your recommendation on overtime, about what you see? Do we need to cut, or do we need to tone it down, or will we be able to get through?
Athletics does concern me,
Athletics.
those
Those
high
numbers.
amounts. But transportation has always
Been
been,
that,
yes.
like that.
Mhm.
So-
Maintenance has been under control, I think so.
Yes, we had a significant drop in maintenance. It was close to about $7,000 from last year. This same amount, this same month, I'm sorry, we dropped close to about $7,000 just in maintenance, in the maintenance department to this year, in overtime.
And I'm sure you already have a plan of action for the athletic department.
Yes, sir.
To address the overtime issue.
Correct. That is correct. And one thing that we did discuss, I think, this morning, and I think it's good to share because they did bring that up, that, you know, I'm not sure if it's fair to put transportation in here as an overtime because it is a service that has to be rendered regardless. It's not, you know, that employees are working overtime because of, you know, different reasons. This is a service that has to be rendered. So we will have that discussion as to whether we will continue to include it in overtime reports. And that will be basically left up to, you know, the board. If you all decide that you still want to include it in that, or we do away with it, since we know that is something that has to be done.
I just think for transparency purposes, I mean, that.
Okay.
That it's out
That we
there, you know,
continue to put it out there, but we know the reason that we do
Yeah.
have that high amount in
That's-
transportation.
Yeah, that's something that we can't go without, so.
Correct.
It's something that has to keep working.
Okay. Correct. Okay. All right, we'll move on to item 4B, consider and take possible action on donations to Rio Grande City Gruya ISD. And they're there for your review unless you would like us to, they're not that many, if you'd like us to read it out.
As long as we keep sending those letters out, Diana, just appreciating
Yes.
their donations to the district. All right, well, we're good.
Okay. We'll move on to item 4C, consider and take possible action on tax refunds for the month of October 2025, and they're there for your review.
We're good.
Item 4D, consider and take possible action on 2026-2027 Stark County Appraisal District Board of Directors election ballot. And this is an item that y'all had previously voted on the last board meeting that we had.
And we're keeping our same representatives, which is Mr. Roger Olivares and Encarnacion Sainz III. They'll be representing us on the appraisal district.
Yes, sir. Okay. We'll move on to item 4E, consider and take possible action on pay application statement number 8 from Design Group International for Gruya Middle School. Was this a remaining balance that we had, Ms. Robles? Okay.
Good. 2019. This is the last one, right? You know if they've addressed the door? I know that we didn't pass inspection with the
Well,
doors
this is
through a TA audit visit. Has that been addressed or not?
That's going to take a while.
Good evening,
Good evening, Mr. Garza.
Superintendent and board members. Could you repeat the question, please?
I know we were having some issues with some doors, that we know, some doors that I know we get audits from TEA, and some of them, I think some of the mechanical parts at the doors weren't working properly, so they didn't pass the audit. We were called out on some doors that, at Gruya Middle School, that were not locking appropriately. I know we were meeting this afternoon with the safety committee with Mr. Danny Ramirez, and they were mentioning some of those issues that were still going on, and I believe there was one door out of four, Mr. Ramirez, that had not been addressed, that had been addressed. 3 are still in repair. So,
Can I ask a question, though? Is it because something was not functioning properly, or was it because of the style of door that we decided, and I'm seeing the principal shake her head, yes. It was the style of door that we actually decided to put, and that's not what we need, is my understanding, correct? So it's not really something that...
Not on the contract.
Correct.
That's
It's
okay.
not necessarily on Mr. Garza. It was
It's-
something that was placed, but we have to go back in there now and put certain types of doors. Is that correct? Or we're going to put, Mr. Rios, do you mind? Is it, or Mr. Ramirez, I think y'all had told me these middle brackets or something that we need to place in order for the doors to close. Is that correct? Yes, Mr. Ramirez, go ahead. And I'm sorry, Mr. Garza.
Good evening. So we did get within our findings, there's 3 specific doors that we still need under repairs. The issue with the access controls is they do need the mullions. And
They
so
need
they're-
what
they're-
again?
They will need mullions to be placed, so it's a little bar in the middle.
Okay.
And that's what they're going to need for strikers for access controls. What they specified is that they do need repairs to be done. So the campus...
Repairs to the actual door?
To the actual doors, yes.
Okay,
And so
what's
they're
wrong
not
with the doors?
latching, so when they're closing and they're opening and it's going to be, they should be able to close on its own. So it's either the door closure, the little mechanism at the top, or there is a latch that is opening that they do need the vendor or the contractor to go back in and be able to repair those specific doors.
Okay, but this is probably something additional and not something that
Yes.
we had initially requested.
Yeah,
Is that correct?
So the mullions is going to be something additional for access
Okay.
controls that we're
Okay.
going to need for a new project. But these 3 doors need to be repaired.
Okay.
otherwise, we're not going to pass the TA.
Yes,
audit.
that's correct. I guess, but my question was going to be that it wasn't an initial fault of the company itself that built Gruya Middle School, correct?
Yes, so
Okay.
they will need an additional piece
Okay.
for the project of getting access
Okay.
controls to the teachers. Yeah.
All right, all
Okay.
right. Thank you, Mr. Ramirez.
Thank you.
Have they done the room numbers or not, Ms. Rios, yet? That's been corrected already? Yes.
Yeah, to my knowledge, the project was working right, when we finished it. But there is a warranty for a whole year on this project. So if anything comes up, we just call the contractor and they're obligated to come and fix the problem.
Fix or work, yeah.
Yes.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Good.
Any other questions on that item? Okay, we'll move on to item 4F. Consider and take possible action on pay application number 29 from Gerlach Builders for Gruya Middle School. Mr. Garza, if you don't mind, I'll let the board members review it. If they have any questions, they'll go ahead and approach you, okay? Thank you, sir.
Appreciate it so much.
Thank you. You may stay there just in case they have any questions for you. Good?
We're done, yeah.
All right. Okay, thank you, Mr. Garza. Item 4G, consider and take possible action on resolution and annual review of investment policy and investment strategies. Ms. Robles, is there anything that you need to point out from that?
No, this is just,
Okay.
we need to follow state code to comply.
And it's something that you do year after year?
Yes.
It stays the same?
Okay, if no other questions, we'll move on to item 4H. Consider and take possible action on resolution on sources of instruction relating to investment responsibilities.
That's something that's required. So.
Yes, sir. No other questions? We'll move on to item 4I. Consider and take possible action on proposal agreement for CHLH Engineering LLC for architectural engineering services for the Veterans Middle School Pavilion. If you all have any questions, we do have,
I think these are some pavilions that are needed, you know.
Correct.
In order for our kids to be in an area, the days are hot during, you know, the spring, and it's an area where they can get some shaded area and kind of relax instead of running around. So I think it's needed. So a good investment onto the campus.
perfect, thank you. No other comments? We'll move on to item 4J. Consider and take possible action on proposal agreement from CHLH Engineering LLC for architectural engineering services for the Gruya Middle School Pavilion.
I know
Same
that
thing.
Gruya Middle School is having an issue finding a flat area where they're going to put it at. Ms. Rio, did y'all find an area where it's going to be feasible? Close proximity.
Okay,
All right.
very good. Thank you. Item 4K, consider and take possible action on Power School Premier application license renewal.
Something that we need, so.
And
there's
again,
no
it's just a
questions.
renewal.
Without it, Lillian can't function, so
Yes, sir.
we're good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Item 4L, consider and take possible action on requisitions under TASB policy, CH local purchasing and acquisition.
Is there a change that's going to happen here, or is it just something for renewal?
For Power School,
No, for the.
or which one?
The TASB. The.
Are you,
No, no,
You-
I'm on the wrong
4L?
one. Yeah, on the purchasing acquisition? Yeah, on this one, yeah.
correct. Those are basically the expenditures that were done without the proper,
It's board policy manual.
Process.
Board policy manual. Responsible debts and state, but that's been on there, no? It's about the purchases
Yes.
without purchase order?
yes. I think what we did, Mr. Peña, because I think I looked at it myself, we kind of rewarded it. Did we not, Mr. Robles? I looked at the item itself, unless that one's, for some reason, it also caught my attention. I was like, wait a
That's
minute.
why I was saying, is there a change to it, or?
No.
Are we reviewing it?
Yeah,
or-
it caught my attention as well. No, it's, we're not, you're looking at 4L, right, Mr. Peña? 4L?
Yes.
Requisitions under TASB
Uh-huh.
board policy? No, basically, I think this is just the way we have it worded. Basically, it's just those requisitions that went
Just
in
to see
without
the
proper
requisitions that are there.
procedures.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, keep
Mm-hmm.
going.
Yes.
Yeah. The only thing, encourage your coaches and your people that if they know there's games going on and they already have a schedule, I mean, there's no need to be purchasing without a PO. I mean, I think that they give us ample time to make those purchases or submit
Correct.
those POs to business office.
Yes,
But,
Ms.
you know, when it comes to kids, we're not going to stop from feeding kids at any moment in case of emergency. So we're-
Though, you know, we had said we would bring these, this particular one down to 0.
Yeah.
We do have some, unfortunately, yes, we have spoken to the directors or principals that you do see on here to make sure that, you know, we do have ample time like you said, to make sure that we submit that requisition and get that PO. No other comments or questions on that? Okay. We'll move on to item 4M, consider and take possible action on requisitions of $5,000 and over. We do have an addendum to that. If y'all have any questions on that, please feel free to ask. That was something that we just came upon at La Union Elementary, and we are currently housing our students at Gruya Middle School, the old Gruya Middle School, because of that reason that you see there, that we did have to purchase that, what is it again, Ms. Peña? I keep on forgetting that switch, or the circuit breaker.
Circuit breaker. yeah.
Yes, and when you look at the amount that's there, I did not think it was going to cost us that amount of money. I think I was thinking of a circuit breaker from the house, right?
You
Something that I
thought it was a fuse, not
a
a
fuse. I
circuit
could go to
breaker.
McCoy's and purchase it.
A $10 fuse.
You know, when she explained to me what it was, it basically just turned down the entire power at La Union Elementary. Fortunately, they were able to find that part in California, that we're going to have that overnighted tonight. And we're hoping that we'll be able to be back and running up in La Union by Monday.
And that's the main source of power there.
Yes.
So there's no way that that school can operate without that. So
And just so you all know, that is a cost of about $46,000. That's why when I really thought that it was something I could go purchase at McCoy's, no. This was a lot, and it is very expensive. And we did weigh, options. I understand that what we have there is not, I guess, very new. It's old. So I did ask, can we upgrade it? Can we just buy, the new things that we need? Because it was very hard to find that particular circuit breaker. And they did. Ms. Peña and Mr. Lopez had looked into it, but the costs were going to be way more, over $100,000, and it would take us, anywhere from 8 to 12 months to try to fix the situation. And of course, we do not want our students at Gruya Middle School, though I did went and I visited, and I want to say, thank you, Ms. Barrera. I know that it was not easy, and Ms. Peña shifting, from a few hours to the next day to make sure that our students were going to be well at Gruya Middle School. But they did such a great job, and I thank you for that. I went and I visited with them today. Actually, some of our 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders don't want to leave. I think they feel like big boys and girls out there.
So good thing we had that school still, their
Yes.
conditioners running and everything, because our
Correct.
kids went out there and
Power was
used it.
still up, water was still there, so we were able to make that swift change. Any questions?
Any other questions?
Which one? Do we have a question on a particular one? Oh, okay. I am trying to get to that one, Mr. Solis.
That's for the playground equipment for all the campuses. I'm thinking it's the all elementary campuses, or certain elementary campuses.
I'm sorry, which one are you? 4M?
On 4M, the maintenance department playground project.
Okay.
District-wide.
Item
It's on the
936.
5,000 and over, page
Able to
3.
play RGB.
Mhm. And that is in a total of $626,829, and that
Just for
is
all.
for
That's
all
the
playgrounds
playgrounds.
at the elementaries.
For all campuses.
Yes, sir, all
All
campuses.
campuses. Okay.
This is under my board.
It's a co-op, if I'm not mistaken. Do you want to come up, Ms. Peña, please? Thank you. Yes, kind of the same thing, right, Mr. Solis, by board, a co-op.
Yes, good evening, board members, Ms. Garza, Superintendent of Schools. Yes, sir, it is a by-board co-op.
And it's going to be under the bond series or through the funding.
The funding source.
Yes.
Correct, sir.
Was this the cheapest or the more affordable playground, or did
It,
we have, did we go out, did we find better prices, or?
Yes, sir. We did look at several different options. This was, the best price. The equipment is very good quality equipment as well, and the warranties are very good on the equipment.
She did go out there and visited, I think it was a campus. Where was that at, Ms. Peña?
Yes, I visited in McAllen, several of these playgrounds where they had been installed, and they look very durable. The warranty, like I said, you cannot beat those warranties on on that equipment.
Now, this playgrounds, Ms. Peña, I know that there's a playground for upper grade and lower grade. These playgrounds focus both the upper grade and the lower grades, or just lower grade?
Yes, sir. I believe it's 3 to 12, the age that's
Oh,
the
okay.
elementary.
Okay.
Mhm.
And it fits up to how many students? Do you remember that, Ms. Peña? I
Don't
know we
remember
looked
off
at it
the
and
top
said,
of
oh,
my head.
wow.
I did look at all those specs. I
Okay.
don't remember right now off the top of my head, but
It's a pretty big,
Yes.
yeah, playground, and it's one of the principals had chosen. We did give them three options, and they, of course, went with the biggest, most expensive one. But that's what it's all about for our kids, and we did have the money, so great choice, principals.
Well, it's better than what we have now. I think what we've had now has been in there like over 20 years, so,
And I know some principals have, done some efforts as well, to put out some new swings out there on their own or with, their parental committees. But yes, I was going to say swimming pools, no, the playgrounds that we currently have are pretty old, Mr. Peña, so they're going to enjoy these once we put them out there.
they're going to be happy.
Mm-hmm.
Durability or safety and warranty.
Warranty?
yes, sir. You want to know a little bit about the warranty, sir? Or
Just obviously these are going to be high-use items.
Yes.
And I did make sure that the warranty covered the deterioration due to the use of the playgrounds.
Sounds good. I don't think this has ever been done in the years that he set up new playgrounds across the district. That's something to celebrate
Gotta
for our
put it-
kids.
Put the money to good use. Any other questions on those items? Okay, well, thank you.
Thank you.
Item 4N, consider and take possible action on RFP number 26-10, fresh produce for child nutrition program. And you'll see there, those are the ones that submitted the proposals, and then what is being recommended. Okay,
Feed our kids.
thank you. What was that, Mr.?
We've got to feed our kids.
Yes. Okay. Item 5A, consider and take possible action on request to use of school facilities from Vaquero 4-H Club 4-H meeting.
Are there specific facilities that they're wanting to use, or
This is the MPC?
the MPC?
Yeah, they'll be using.
And
the
they've always
MPC.
used it, no? I think they've used it in the past, so
Yes, sir.
that should be. And it's our own kids from the school district that participate in 4-H. so
Correct.
good thing.
Okay, we'll move on to item 5B, consider and take possible action on request from Texas A&M Agri Life Extension to use the RGCGISD Fort Ringgold Auditorium for the Star County Fair Pageant.
We're good. I think they've always
Done
used
that
the
as well,
facilities
Mr.
also.
Peña. Yes, sir.
And it's our own students as well, so
Mhm.
we're good.
Okay, thank you. We'll move on to item 6A, consider and take possible action on amending DGBA local policy.
Good evening, Mr. Vice President, members of the board, Ms. Garza, Superintendent of Schools. For the record, I'd like to state that there's a typo on the item DGBA. It should be DCD, which has been cleared up and fixed for the regular agenda for next Wednesday. I know legal's already looked at it, so they're good with that. But this is, we're amending D, we're recommending to, upon legal's recommendation last week or last board meeting, DCD is to remove the appeal process for at-will employees upon termination to level 3 under DGBA. So this is what this is. The attachment, you can see the last sentence of DCD local, and it's in red. That's administrative recommendation.
And I believe the reason being that we're the only district that offers level grievances at this level for at-will employees. I don't think there's other districts that offer this, that we know of.
That's what legal did advise us last meeting, yes, sir.
If there are no questions, we'll move on to item 6B. Consider and take possible action on TASB Update 126 local policy.
Members of the board, you do have lots of policies here. However, the legal policies, obviously, it's the law. There's nothing we can do. We don't have to adopt those. But there's 28 local policies in this packet under Update 126. I've looked at them carefully. We did send them out to obviously the business office and some other departments just to make sure it doesn't contradict what we're doing. Recommendation tonight is to accept Update 126 as TASB recommended. Of course, our legal team does have a copy of this. This is twofold. You see updates from TASB recommendations, and you see a bunch of SB 12, HB 2s. You know, there's a lot of House bills and Senate bills that came down that need to change. And also in June, I know Ms. Garza allowed us to have a legal review with TASB. That was a 2-day review. So there's a lot of information that's been removed.
And I believe our own legal has reviewed it and approved it, so I think that we
Yes.
should be in good shape.
That's correct. Administration recommends approval.
Okay.
The explanatory notes, those are concise updates.
Yes, sir. Those are, Mr. Solis, those are my go-to, the explanatory notes. It kind of gives you how they cross-reference different policies, how it affects with you're looking at a lot of HB2 stuff, a lot of SB 12, it tells you the different House bills and how these policies interconnect. You see a lot of policies, and most of them do say replace policy. There's about 4 that say add policies that we don't have, that they're recommending we add due to certain laws. But in some of the policies, it goes back to the June workshop that we had that, and I mentioned it at the last board meeting, TASB is recommending a lot of these wording paragraphs should be administrative in nature. Policies should be general, and you get specific when you get into administrative guidelines, which is what we're doing. We're working on that kind of information.
But some of these are pursuant to the HB.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you. We'll move on to item 6C. Consider and take possible action on TIA spending plan for 2025-2026.
Thank you, ma'am. On this item, 6C, we have a recommendation on our TIA spending plan. We're approximating close to $5.6 million. Obviously, if data is validated, all this is refundable to the district. We put it up for the fiscal year, for that fiscal year, and then we reimbursed by the state with the allotment. Obviously, 10% is used for supporting TIA, which is what the spending plan on page 7, when Ms. Benitez and her committee has provided for us. It's a very detailed plan. You see from trainings, assessments, the cost of assessments, the individuals running this TIA project. They're at the very end, you do see $48,000 that are still left to meet with the superintendent and her staff, the committee, to decide where that money it will be spent. And very importantly, in this plan, compared to other years, you do have the TIA ambassadors, which we've had our principals, assistant principals, facilitators. We have our librarians also, and I know Ms. Garza has given us, she's wants that counseling ambassador program also, so that's in the works also. So all that's in our spending plan. Again, this money is through August 31st of 2026. Ms. Benitez and her committee have done a great job outlining what we need to do with this 10% from 5.6.
If we don't have any questions, we'll move on to item 6D. Consider and take possible action on teacher incentive allotment designation fees for 2025.
On this item, members of the board, you have the designation fees of $82,500. This is to submit the data for approximately 165 new teachers and combined with teachers who did move up in designation, 165 approximately. And it's about $82,500 to submit this to TA and obviously Texas Tech for validation. Again, this money is reimbursed to the district.
Okay, thank you. We'll move on to item 6E. Consider and take possible action on professional development course timelines for SLOs.
Thank you, ma'am. On this item, we do have, we're looking at 130 teachers to create timelines. These are teachers that are in the arts, in the Spanish, in the pre-K3, who are now involved in the TIA process to create timelines for their courses. These timelines, obviously, a scope and sequence for all your academics. And this is a good project. Teachers are brought in for 6 hours in these disciplines, 6 hours and $25 an hour to create these timelines for these subjects.
And SLOs have become part of the TIA incentive allotment now? Yes. And you're using this money to train our teachers on SLOs as part of the trainings, or have they been trained on that already?
This particular money is for the course timeline.
Okay, for the course timelines, not necessarily SLOs themselves. Okay, because I know teachers back when I was, they had issues with SLOs, how to develop SLOs, and for them to be on target. So, I mean,
If I may, we
Yes, ma'am.
trained the teachers on all the teachers on SLOs through modules that were provided by Region 1, very, very detailed modules. And the purpose of that is so that the teachers can have those modules and go back to them and go back to them.
as a reference. Okay, good. Very good.
Thank you. If there are no questions on that, we're going to go ahead and move on to item 7A. Approval of board minutes, 7A1, regular board meeting, October 15, 2025. If there are no questions, we'll move on to item 7A2, special board meeting, October 20th, 2025. Okay. Item 8, executive session. We do not have any items to take to executive session. Item 9, public comments on all agenda items. Ms. Gonzalez, do we have anyone sign up, ma'am? Thank you. And item 10A, before we close, I just want to congratulate both of our bands from Gurria High School and Rio High School. We're very proud of both of you, and as you all know, we will be traveling with the Rio High School band that has made it to state. Congratulations to all, and we're very proud of you all. Thank you. Okay.
I think there's also a Veterans Day program on
Yes, we
Friday,
also
too.
have a Veterans Day program
On
on Friday. I was like, what day are we today? On Friday. Yes, sir. Anything else? I think that's it. Okay. That will end our workshop for tonight. Thank you all so very much.